All right, boys and girls, we have another video here from Asmongold where I guess there's a Twitch war going on. There's a infighting on Twitch between some of their biggest stars. One of their biggest, their biggest, I would say, Asmongold versus Destiny, another, I guess, big one. This stuff is funny stuff that's going on here. It's prime content. So if you guys are into this, if you guys like the channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe. If you're not into it, make sure you join the bandwagon of all the people hating on me. I love it. I love it. I don't love it, but hey, it is what it is. So we're gonna watch this video here. We're gonna check it out. Supposedly Destiny just rages on Asmongold for being like a Trump supporter, secret MAGA, I guess. So let's check it out and let's see what they got to say.
Destiny's mauling at me. What's Destiny mad about? What did I do?
Musk also bought Twitter for $44 billion and drove its value into the ground. I mean, essentially setting half that money on fire, like $22 billion worth of value.
I love how the quote of Elon Musk is such a stupid asshole. He bought Twitter for $44 billion and now he only controls all three branches of government. You know, he used this as a weapon to effectively change the outcome of an election. It is the most powerful media tool probably in the world right now. And somehow
he freed free speech. So I don't know how anybody could call him an idiot for doing that. And I wanted to watch this video too that he's talking about right now. So hopefully we won't go too far in this one because I don't want to get spoilers, man. I wanted to watch this video. It looked like a good video.
The way that you're grading its viability is about how much somebody would buy it for.
Yeah. Oh God, he's actually so fucking stupid. Holy.
There it is. He's so stupid. You heard it, guys. Asmongold is stupid. I can't wait.
Shit, he's a fucking retard. When people are valuing the business that you buy, they're not typically thinking of it as, well, you could use it as a subversive tool of propaganda to gain like illegitimate control over the state. That is correct. Yes, that's how it goes.
Actually, so that's actually wrong because Twitter was evaluated when they were making no money and they were still had a positive evaluation. They were burning money. Twitter didn't know how to make money. They said they were selling it because they're going bankrupt. So when you have this media platform and you look around, all the other media platforms are using their platforms to persuade, propagandize, push a narrative. Of course, it's a good way to say, hey, this has legitimate value. They're misusing it and they're not spent. Like, remember when Elon got in, he cut like what, 60% of the payroll? You used to see like the day in the life of a Twitter employee. First of all, I do nothing all day, and then I go to the yoga studio and do nothing all day and get a bagel, and then I have one email I send out. He cut the fat. So when you're looking at evaluations, you could see the projected future, you could see the spending, you could see the neglect. So I think it's very wrong to say what you're saying there. You could totally say, hey, this is undervalued. I'm going to value more because I have an idea how I'm going to connect this to my other companies or push it in a certain way, and I could see the value being this. So yeah, it might have a specific value because it was being ran improper. It was a dying business, but there was gold within the business. So let's see what he has to say.
When you buy a firm, you're usually thinking in terms of valuation.
I respect Destiny a lot. I think that if you look at the reason why he did it, and if you look at it in the context of his other companies and his other goals, I think it makes a lot of sense. He just called you an R word?
And are now apparently going to be...
I guess that, you know, he said the R word, right? It's cool when they say it. It's cool when, like, the left says it, I guess. But what I've been loving to see right now with all those videos of the leftist tears and everything and all the shaving the head and stuff, all the meltdown is that I'm half Hispanic, so I could say this, right? So I love to see that how the left was like, oh, you freaking Mexicans, we love you, come vote for us, blah, 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 we're gonna open the borders, you know, bring your family, yeah, you know, like all this like jazz to try to get the Hispanic vote. But when the Hispanic votes Trump, you see the people on The View just imploding, dog. They're like, oh, it's all those racist, misogynist Mexicans. It's all those racist black men. It's just so right now, so I saw a thing on Twitter is that that it's just so funny that the liberals hate black men. They hate Hispanics now. and they hate Arabs because all that group went to Trump. So it's just so funny that the virtual signaling is like okay to virtual it, but like when it's like reality, it's like, oh, we're no longer even gonna pretend to signal it. We're just gonna be like legit say we hate everybody who disagrees with us. It's like hilarious.
Running America.
No, nobody had a problem when all the billionaires were doing that for the Democrat politicians. Nobody.
Who, when, where, how?
And you may say, and you would be right, that corporate titans have always had a lot of political power,
They
certainly
have.
from the little guy in America. But really, this is completely different from anything we've seen before.
I'm sorry, but like, how? What about super PACs and all these other things? This has been
Do
going.
you even know what, he doesn't know what a super PAC is, guaranteed.
You're not going to gaslight people into thinking this is the, oh wow, now it's rigged. It's been rigged, and you were defending it.
He doesn't know what a super PAC is. Remember, guys, I said he's the R word. He's a little retarded, and he's stupid, and he doesn't know what he's just. It's like, come on, Destiny. How do you know he doesn't know that? This Asmongold seems to be like a very intellectual person. I actually like when people say they watch Asmongold and they're like, you know, like what's her name? Catchy. She's like, you don't want to brag about talking about, you know, liking Asmongold or watching his stuff, but like, I actually think he's very smart. I think he's a very smart intellectual guy. He's well spoken. So to just sit there and try to do like that's what the liberals like to do. They like to like act like they're higher minded, higher superiority complex, highly educated. I went to college and I sound like a dummy sometimes, and I know that. But Asmongold, he's very clear. He has a good vocabulary. He seems like a smart guy. I don't understand. I'm sure he knows what a super PAC is. I'm pretty sure everybody knows what a super PAC is.
But now you're not because it's not rigged in your favor. That's it.
You just don't know anything. You just have no history understanding. You have no concept of what goes on in the media. You don't even know what a super PAC is. You don't know what any of this is.
Destiny for the love of Christ. 1 week ago.
Oh, here we go, guys. Asmon's editor. This guy is a freaking G, man. If anybody knows how to edit and they can mimic this guy, let me know. I could pay you maybe like $5 right now, but if the channel ever takes off, maybe I can pay you a little more. But for right now, $5. $5 an hour. I need an editor, bro. This guy is solid.
You were telling XQC that Kamala was the favorite, and he bet 700K on her.
Did you see XQC put 700K on it?
Dude,
Yeah, he asked me yesterday. He's like, "Who do you think's gonna win?" I'm like, "I'm pretty sure it's Kamala." He's like, "You really feel it?" I was like, "Yeah, I think so." And then he sent me a picture of the bet. I'm like,
That's so funny.
Then, on the same stream, you showed Harris' campaign has spent more than double Trump's.
Listen to what he just said.
Harris got 3 times the money Trump did. Yeah, exactly.
Harris just got.
So this goes to the Twitter thing. Like the Twitter was a liberal kind of company before, right? It was like the liberal safe space. It was the town center. They said they were burning through money. Elon Musk bought it. The valuation comments he was saying, he bought it, and now it's making money. You just saw right there the Republican candidate barely spent any money. The liberal one is $1 billion in debt. I think there's a trend here, dog. I think we got a trend.
3 times the money Trump did.
It's pay to win. Yeah.
It's pay to win. Yeah. Those two statements directly contradict each other.
Destiny for the love of Anubis. You
How could he say that doesn't contradict each other? It's pay to win is because she was in Iowa. I don't know if you remember this, Destiny, but she was in Iowa in 2019 and she couldn't get more than 1% of the vote. And then somehow she became the vice president for Joe Biden. And then after she dropped out, she had a record nomination, like fundraiser dinner, and had like a record pay to win, like he said, pay to win dinner. And it propelled her in the media to like the new coming of Jesus Christ or something. She went from being a zero that they were literally saying Joe Biden needs to replace her as a VP pick because she's bringing the ticket down. She might hurt him in the election, to getting money and becoming Brat Summer. Like, what are we talking about here? This is what I'm talking about. Like with the Dave Pac-Man. I don't believe these people believe what they're saying. I believe they're on a side. I think if Donald Trump did something extremely like stupid, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna watch an Asmongold video of him laughing about how stupid Trump is. But if you have a vice president who has been rated by everybody to be the worst vice president in history become the nominee, I'm pretty sure Destiny is going to start making videos saying, wow, she's the best. She's the best. I don't know what you guys have been talking about. Whoever said she was bad. And I never said she was bad. I don't know. She's great. She's great. because she was paying influencers to put her messages out there. She was paying celebrities to say, she just paid everybody. So when he says it's pay to win, I don't know if you played a mobile game before, but those play to win games ain't fun sometimes.
You can claim Elon's wealth was instrumental in getting Trump elected, while also seeing how Harris was pushed so much that she turned from being one of the most disliked vice presidents in history to be seen as the second coming of Obama. Meanwhile, this is what her own...
I should have said that. That's what I should have said. See, that's why Asmon and his creator, his editor, are top notch, man. I didn't think about saying the next coming of Obama. Solid.
people were saying behind closed doors.
And I'm going to say what a lot of these folks aren't saying. I'm just going to say it. If you think that there is consensus among the people who want Joe Biden to leave, that they will support Kamala, Vice President Harris, you would be mistaken. And I'm going to say that because if they're going to come out and say all their little things on background off the record, but they're not going to be fully honest, I'm going to be honest for them. I'm in these.
She said this, like, literally, was this so funny. She said this literally, like, what, a few months before he dropped out or something, a few weeks or something like that. I remember seeing this, and then somebody put in a compilation of her doing this, and then another one of her saying, I love Kamala. She's the best. She's the best.
Rooms. I see what they say in conversations. A lot of them are not just interested in removing the president. They are interested in removing the whole ticket.
Should there have been an open primary, though?
Well, see, we thought that there would be. The anticipation was that if the president were to step aside, that there would be an open primary.
So you have an historically disliked vice president. Her own people don't want her. Internal polling showing Biden would have lost catastrophically.
They were privately telling reporters at the time that Kamala Harris couldn't win. Biden campaign's own internal polling at the time when they were telling us he was the strongest candidate showed that Donald Trump was going to win 400 electoral votes.
And now you want to tell me it's not pay to win when the media was praising her as the next Obama, and you were so convinced she would win that XQC bet 700K on her. Come on now, my man. Back to you, Baldy.
You know, he used this as a weapon to effectively change the outcome of an election, and somehow the way that you're grading its viability is about how much somebody would buy it for.
I think that if you look at the reason why he did it, and if you look at it in the context of his other companies and his other goals, I think this proves it. 1 trillion. Okay, so it's $1 trillion. It's gone up by 20%. So that means it's $200 billion. Twitter was bought for $40 billion.
I'm not a math scientist here. I'm not a, accountant, but 200 minus 40, I think it's a positive number, bro.
That's how I see it, right? That's how I see it.
All right, guys. So that's that video for you. It is wild to see Destiny go after Asmongold. It is wild that his arguments were kind of like, you just don't know. You don't know. You're stupid. You don't know what this is. You're stupid. I can't believe you said this. And then he comes out against Asmongold and his editor, and they just body him. But a lot of things I was saying too is I think it's the common knowledge. You heard I just said some stuff, and then they actually repeated it as well. So I don't think you have to be a rocket scientist to see what's going on here. I don't think you have to be a brain surgeon to see what's going on here. It's pretty much common sense. Common sense, bro. If you have common sense, you see what's going on. So I just think it's so fun. And again, with Nancy Pelosi saying that thing, we wanted a primary, but man, Joe Biden, Joe Biden is the actual guy. Joe Biden saved America. Joe Biden did it. Not Trump, not anybody else. It's going to be Joe Biden for what he did to Kamala. All right, guys, let me know in the comments below what you think. If you guys enjoyed this, let me know. If you guys didn't, also let me know. We'll be trying to be on Twitch tomorrow to do a live stream, so make sure you guys check that out. We're going to be playing some Call of Duty, and what's tomorrow? Tuesday? We're going to do some raids. So, all right, guys, see you tomorrow. Peace out.